Drawing nr743, a meditative process and exploration of imperfection. Drawing nr743 is part of a larger series intended for a book project, with the initial chapter comprising 16 drawings arranged in a 4x4 grid for posters and other graphic works. Each drawing in this series embodies a meticulous and meditative process, combining precision, materiality, and conceptual depth. The series begins with the preparation of Heavy Arches watercolor paper. The paper is sourced in 56 x 76 cm sheets and torn into 5 A4-sized pieces using a bone folding knife. This method of tearing introduces a tactile and traditional element to the work, grounding it in the physicality of the materials and the artist's interaction with them. On each vertical A4 sheet, a 13 x 18 cm horizontal rectangle is drawn 5 cm below the top edge using a pencil. This precise framing sets the stage for the intricate work that follows. A TWSB IVAC 700 fountain pen filled with a specially mixed diluted ink is used to create the drawing. The ink mixture consists of Pelican fountain DM ink diluted with water to achieve a subtle grey tone, with 2 drops of raw and Klinger Documentus 300 magenta ink added to the nib for a touch of colour. The drawing process itself is highly structured yet open to the meditative flow of the artist. The first layer of the drawing comprises semi-parallel lines, starting from the top right corner, at a frequency of approximately 12 lines per centimeter. This initial layer serves as the foundation for the drawing, which will ultimately contain 36 layers of semi-parallel lines at varying angles. The repetitive action of drawing these lines is not merely a technical exercise but a meditative practice, fostering a sense of presence with each stroke. Observations of the first layer reveal a delicate and precise execution of fine, parallel lines, indicating a high level of control. The diluted ink and magenta drops result in a subtle gradation of color, creating an ethereal effect within the rectangle. The texture and weight of the Arches watercolor paper contribute to the overall tactile quality of the work, while the torn edges add an element of organic irregularity, contrasting with the precise lines within the rectangle. The second layer introduces an element of unpredictability. Using a syringe with a needle to apply the magenta ink to the nib, the artist aimed for a single drop, but accidentally applied more. Rather than correcting the mistake, the artist embraced it, allowing the drawing to evolve organically. This acceptance of imperfection reflects a philosophical alignment with Zen principles and the wabi-sabi aesthetic, which values transience and imperfection. The result of the second layer is an increased intensity of color, with the magenta tones becoming more pronounced. The cross-hatching effect of the intersecting lines creates a dynamic pattern, enhancing the visual depth and complexity of the piece. This interplay between control and chance adds a rich texture to the drawing, reminiscent of woven fabric. By the sixth layer, the drawing has developed a rich texture due to the intersecting layers of semi-parallel lines. The layers build upon each other, creating a narrative of development and evolution. The increased layers have intensified the overall color, with the magenta tones becoming more pronounced, contributing to a richer visual depth and complexity. The accompanying napkin, used to clear the syringe, captures the incidental marks and colors that are part of the drawing process. These marks document the practical aspects of the technique and add an element of spontaneity to the overall practice. The variations in color on the napkin reflect the adjustments and trials involved in achieving the desired ink mixture and flow. The drawing process aligns with contemporary movements in minimalism and conceptual art, emphasizing the intersection of form, process, and perception. The structured composition and the meditative nature of the process invite viewers into a contemplative space, where the act of creation becomes an embodiment of focus and intention. Each layer of the drawing builds upon the previous ones, gradually enhancing the visual narrative. Drawing nr743, through its meticulous layering and acceptance of imperfection, exemplifies a nuanced dialogue between intention and chance. The evolving complexity of the drawing showcases the intricate interplay of lines and colors, while the napkin offers a glimpse into the behind-the-scenes actions that contribute to the final piece. This series invites viewers to experience the evolving interplay of lines and layers, reflecting the meditative and conceptual dimensions that underpin each drawing.